Welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm Steph Caller, and I'm sitting down with Raquel Green from the Brow Company in Bluffton, and we are talking about eyebrows today. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for coming. The Brow Company, what kind of stuff do you guys offer? More than just waxing?
Yes, ma'am. Well, the Brow Company is basically a brow bar, and it launched in the year 2014. And we specialize in services such as performing waxing, threading, tinning, and tweezing. We also do eyebrow extensions as well.
What is threading?
Threading is basically one of the most sought and practiced methods of hair removal that's practiced in many spas and salons today. And basically, it requires using 100% cotton thread, and it's manipulated in a way across the skin to where the hair removes directly out of its follicle in the coil. And it's also a beneficial method so that the client wouldn't have to visit so much because it minimizes the growth of hair.
Okay, so there's waxing, there's threading, and then I've never heard of eyebrow extensions.
Yes, ma'am.
How does that work?
Well, eyebrow extensions is usually one of an alternative of also getting tinning as well.
Okay.
Basically, it fills in the brows. It's synthetic fibers is used, and we also use a hyperallergenic adhesive that can either help the synthetic fibers be attached to either the existing hairs or also the sparse areas of the brows to help fill them in. And it basically mimics real hair. So it looks exactly like your natural brows, and it's also beneficial for clients that suffer diseases such as alopecia and also the after effects of chemotherapy. So,
and how long does that brow extension last?
It can last to a couple weeks, and that also varies depending on the natural oils that, of course, build up on your face. So, but it does last for a couple weeks for any client, and it's even best for people with sensitive skin as well.
And if somebody has regularly gotten their eyebrows tweezed or waxed, do they need a certain amount of growth to come in to get the best effect from the threading or one of your other services?
Basically, we actually tweeze, and also we trim them before we even start any service. So that would help maintain the eyebrows as well, so they can look clean whenever we're finished with them.
And eyebrow services are not just for women, are they?
No, ma'am. We also offer the services to preteens, teens, and females, of course, and also men as well. So basically, anybody is subject to be a client to the Brow Company.
And the men, is we were talking before we started filming the actual segment about men, and they need to maintain a groomed appearance too. Do you see a lot of men coming through the door?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, men come in every once in a while, especially the military men that like to take care of themselves as well as women do. So it's good to actually have a good appearance and making sure that you know how to present yourself.
Right.
Especially when it comes to cleaning your eyebrows, even if it's some of the smallest features on the face.
It is, but I think it really does then frame and set the tone for the whole face if your eyebrows are done nicely.
Yes, ma'am.
So where is the Brow Bar?
The Brow Bar, we're located right in the Buford Town Center, which is right on Boundary Street in Buford. We're right by the newly built Starbucks, and we're right in between Moe's and Jimmy John's. Our business is facing the street, so it's not hard to miss. You just have to keep looking towards the Brow Company.
So the Brow Company's out in Buford, and you've been in business since 2014.
Yes, ma'am.
And offer all sorts of brow treatments for women and men.
Yes, ma'am.
Threading is the hot brow treatment. Just quickly again, tell me one more time what thread. It's a thread, right?
Yes, we use beauty organic thread, 100% cotton, and it's also dipped in an antibacterial solution so that when it runs across the skin, then it won't cause any type of allergic reactions, and it won't irritate the skin. So it's better than using, of course, any regular thread that you would get from the store.
So threading, eyebrow extensions, which we were talking about, have implications for women who have some medical conditions or have previously gone through chemotherapy to help get that brow look back. You are in Buford.
Yes, ma'am.
And it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Make sure you go visit Raquel out in Buford and get your brows done. That wraps up this show of Talk of the Town. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully you will have a fabulous week.